Indrani Devi looked at Shivaji Babu, the younger brother of her husband. Indrani Devi looked at Shivaji Babu, who was the younger brother of her husband. Shivaji Babu coughed and explained, "We have all been very disturbed since you discovered the comet." Now there was explanation which was given by the younger brother. Okay. Now what was that? It was that they had all been very disturbed since the discovery of the comet. So for this purpose, Guruji recommended a Shanti Yagna to pacify the evil spirits behind the comet. We are all waiting for you to perform the Yagna. Now all of them were waiting. Okay, to perform the Yagna. May I know what specific advantage there is in this ceremony? Dattada was outwardly calm. Dattada, who had completed a huge journey, okay, he asked a particular question. Okay, what is the advantage of performing this is Yagna? The comet you have discovered will not cause any ill effects on the earth. The comets which were discovered will not cause any ill effects on the earth. At this remark, Dattada blew up. Don't you know that this is all superstition? It could be condoned in the old times when man did not know what comets were. So Dattada was slightly what is called not happy with the response which was given. Okay, he said that it could be acceptable in the olden times when people were not knowing about what comets were. Not so in modern times. Comets are known for what they are. Their movements are forecasted precisely by mathematical calculations, and it is very clearly established by statistical studies that their visits are no correlation with disasters on the earth. All this is of course futile on my part to explain you, and the likes of you never read even the elementary books of science. Now Dattada, he gave an explanation. He said that the movements of comets are calculated by mathematical calculations, and there is clearly established results are there, research is there, that statistical studies are conducted, that there is no connection, there is no correlation. Okay, there is no connection, there is no correlation, okay, with disasters which are happening on the earth. Okay, further he said that it is futile on my part. The meaning of the word futile means no use. Futile, F-U-T-I-L-E, F-U-T-I-L-E. Futile means of no use. Useless, in vain. It is given at the bottom of the page. Here it is futile, it is useless or in vain. Part 2, to explain to someone who has never read the basic or elementary books of science. Shivaji Babu gently interjected, but our wise forefathers recommended such yagnas. Since his return from London, Dattada was in regular correspondence with Sir John Macpherson. After Dattada was returned from London, there was a correspondence, continuous correspondence was there, sharing of letters was there, was conducted, was held. Dattada used to write letters, John Macpherson used to receive, and he used to again respond. Their friendship had grown out of their appreciation for each other's virtues. Sir John admired Dattada's scientific outlook, while the latter admired the former's discipline and efficiency. Their correspondence never mentioned the Project Light Brigade, although once in a while Sir John would hint at its progress in a subtle manner that Dattada would understand. Now both of them had developed a liking, Sir John Macpherson, okay, and Dattada. Sir John Macpherson admired Dattada's scientific outlook and temperament, whereas Dattada admired the discipline and efficiency which was with Sir John Macpherson. Okay, so in their correspondence, in their letters, they never mentioned about Project Light Brigade. Meanwhile, Comet Datta was following its predicted path. Means with the path which was supposed to follow, expected, how it was to go. In due course, it developed its tail. It circled around the sun without breaking apart, nor did it evaporate. The scientists on Project Light Brigade therefore knew that the threat of collision was now very much real. Now comet Datta was, according to the calculation, it was going in a predicted way. So in the due course of time, it also developed its tail. It circled around the sun without breaking apart. It said that comets, some comets, when they come around the sun due to heat of the sun, they may break off. But this did not happen with comet Datta. Or due to the heat of the sun, they may evaporate into the atmosphere. This also did not happen. This also did not happen with comet Datta. So the scientists who were working on this project Light Brigade, they were certain that the threat of the collision was now very much real. So in the middle of the month of October, Datta got a letter from Sir John. In the midst of description of the meeting of Royal Astronomical Society, the unreasonably warm weather, the opening matches of the football season, and a recent by-election, Datta spotted a sentence he was eagerly looking for. The charge of the Light Brigade has begun. Let us hope for the best. So the spacecraft had been launched. So there was a letter in the month of October which Datta got from Sir John. It mentioned some general things about the warm weather, the opening matches, the football matches, and the recent by-elections which were held in Britain. In that letter, Datta looked for one important sentence. What was that important sentence? The important sentence was that the charge of the Light Brigade had begun. Let us hope for the best. So now he understood that the spacecraft had been launched. But when will it achieve the rendezvous in time and at the right place? Will the remote control detonation work? What if the gigantic nuclear pile fails to fire? Now there were certain questions which were coming in the mind. What was that? Now, was the what is called a remote, if they were supposed to denote what is called do the supposed to, or this called blast it using the remote. Okay, if it does not work, if it fails to fire, Datta could not share his anxieties, okay, with anyone around him. He had to participate in and outwardly enjoy the puja ceremonies, the Diwali celebrations, and other festivals. Datta could not share the queries which he had in his mind with anyone. Only what he had to do, he had to participate in all the outwardly things like puja ceremonies, the Diwali function, and other festivals. His sole daytime relaxation was in the company of Khoka, his 8-year-old grandson, and of course at night looking through Dibya. He only had some time to relax during the daytime. He used to spend in company of his grandson, who was about 8 years old, whose name was Khoka. And in the night he used to look at the stars. Through the Dibya. He was regularly monitoring the comet, now clearly visible even to the naked eye. Now Datta, during his nighttime observations, he found that the comet was clearly visible to the naked eye. On November 18th, a special messenger on a scooter from the British Council in an urgent telex message for him. The telex operator in Calcutta had wondered what was so special about it to make it so urgent. On reading it, Datta lost all his lethargy and rushed to his favorite Rasgulla shop. The message read, "I am confident now of buying my Christmas present on December 15th, John Macpherson." So on the November 18th, a special messenger came on scooter. He came from the British Council and he brought an urgent telegram message. This message was for Datta. The telex operator in Calcutta who was there, he was also worried about what was so urgent, was so special about it to be given to Datta. But when it reached Datta, Datta read this telex message, and Datta lost all his lethargy. Okay, the meaning of lethargy is given over here at the bottom of the page. Lethargy means laziness over here. Okay, and what did it read? Okay, after reading it, he lost all his lethargy and then quickly he rushed to his favorite Rasgulla shop. The message read. So what was the message he read? Now it was, "I am confident now of buying my Christmas present on December 15th, John Macpherson." So this was the message. This was a telex message which was given by John Macpherson, sent by John Macpherson from Britain to Kolkata in India to Datta. Okay. So on December 15th, comet Dattada came close to the Earth at a distance of 80,000 kilometers. Millions saw it and admired it. Only a handful knew how close they had come to total annihilation. The meaning of the word annihilation is given over here at the bottom of the page. Here you can see it. Annihilation means total destruction. Okay. So it was on December 15th. It was on December 15th. Okay. The comet had come very close to the Earth. And how close it was? It was just at a distance of 80,000 kilometers. Millions of people saw this. They admired the comet. But only a handful knew how close they were to the total annihilation. Total annihilation meaning is given at the bottom of the page, that is total destruction. When the comet had gone far away and was seen no more, Dattada felt it safe to make the following comment to his wife. Now Dattada was also very happy. When the comet had gone far away from the Earth and was no more visible, Dattada just wanted to make a following comment to his wife. What did he say? He said, now that the comet came and went, are you satisfied that no major disaster took place that can be attributed to it? Okay. Now he spoke to his wife that the comet has gone away from the Earth, and I hope you are very, very happy, you are satisfied that there is no major destruction, or disaster, okay, which can be caused by the comet. I agree that there has been no major disaster, but there could have been some. Do you know they were averted? Indrani Devi said in a quiet confidence. Now his wife replied. She said that there was no major disaster, but there could have been one. Okay, and do you know how they were averted? Averted means they were avoided. Indrani Devi said this set of confidence. Dattada looked at her. Did she know? How could she? He had never mentioned about Project Light Brigade to her. Now Dattada just wanted to he had never spoken with anybody in his house about Project Light Brigade. He probed cautiously. I don't understand what you mean. Dattada just asked as a matter of curiosity. Okay, he asked as a matter of curiosity. How did that happen? Okay, I don't understand. What do you mean? The wife replied, it is very simple. There are no disasters because of the yagna at our house. His wife replied, okay, Indrani Devi replied, there are no disasters, okay, because of the yagna which was being performed in our house. Dattada quickly replied, but I never performed the yagna. Don't you remember I refused to have anything to do with it? Now Dattada just asked that he had never performed the yagna, and he also refused to do anything which was associated with that one. His wife replied, of course I do, but we found a way out. At least the Guruji had an answer for that question. He said that if you are unwilling to perform the yagna, it could be all right if a descendant of yours did it. So the Guruji said that if the Dattada was not ready to perform the yagna, could be performed by a descendant of his. So we got Khoka to deputize you. And it worked. Isn't Guruji clever? Indrani's voice had a ring of trump. So the Guruji who was there, he gave a suggestion. Okay, if Dattada did not want to perform the yagna, it could be performed by one of his descendants. And finally it was his grandson. Okay, who had performed the yagna. She said that Indrani Devi said the Guruji is very clever. Dattada just formed a mental picture of Khoka performing the yagna, uttering mantras dictated to him which he did not understand. Dattada just made a mental picture, okay, of his grandson Khoka, who was performing the yagna, who was uttering the mantras, which were dictated, which were told to him by the uh, Guruji, and the meaning of which he did not understand. And what he was doing, he was pouring ghee at specified intervals into the fire, offering flowers, and then the picture changed to an assembly of scientists at the conference, analyzing the problems, devising solutions, executing them rationally and efficiently. So all these things were going on in the mind of Dattada. It seemed harm to believe that both the pictures were different aspects of contemporary human society. So it was very difficult to believe that both the pictures which were coming in the mind of Dattada were the different aspects, were the different views and opinions of people in the human society. Dattada was aware of the gulf that separates the rich from the poor, the educated from the illiterate, the privileged from the underprivileged, but this gap between the rational and the superstitions seemed to him far wider, far more sinister, while human society never succeeded in eliminating it. Dattada did not know the answer. So for Dattada, he was aware of the gulf. Gulf means a wide gap, okay, which separates the rich people and the poor people, the educated and the illiterate, their opinion, their way of thinking, okay, their attitude, okay, their superstitious belief, and this gap, okay, between the rational and superstitious seemed to him far more wider. Okay, he further said that he thought that will human society ever succeed in eliminating it? So Dattada did not know the answer to this question. It was written by Jayant Narlikar. Okay, so with this we will stop it over here. So we have completed Comet 1 and Comet 2. All of you are requested to read the textbook.